Alright, so we're live again. Safe to say things are starting to look pretty good for me right now. Starting to look nice again with the pieces of armor I have. So I still have to gather more materials if I want to make different sets. But I could just stick with these armor pieces for the time being. Oh, extreme wreck either. So I have 3 pieces of speed armor on and some night boots. I mean, I heard Battleborn's also a really good armor set. I could maybe make 2 pieces of that and then keep 2 pieces of speed armor and see how well that works for me. How so? I probably don't. Oh, what is Space Cats? Never heard of it. Which SMBX thing? The one you were talking about? You said you were still working on it, right? I thought you still needed like 1 or 2 more months to finish it. Oh, you lost the files for. So you were almost finished it and then you lost the files for it. This I didn't know. That sucks. So should I just not brought it up or something? If you don't want to remake it, then you don't have to. I mean, didn't explicitly ask to play it, but I mean, if you want to do it, by all means. Well, if you do, then go for it. Just also try to make sure you don't lose the files this time around. Wait, where did I put my shovel even? It's probably in this yellow shulker box, isn't it? Yep. Okay, I just left it in there, it turns out. Lost your files when you're trying to move files over to your new PC? I probably didn't lose that much personally when I moved stuff over to a new computer. And I think I'll still wait a bit to actually use this. I can still wait to use that one. But I just still feel like keeping everything in one shulker box, ideally. Ideally, I want it all to be in one place. But I'll keep the lava in the metal tub here. That's going to be stuff for making repairs with magic repair dust. Lost Media Archive. As of now, only 1 episode is available to watch anywhere on the internet. Because it looked like it was actually going to be good, unlike Dorby's. I remember Dorby's also had only one episode ever made. Probably because it was too unsuccessful for there to be a second. Dorby's one and only episode. Oh, so they were in the works, but never got released to the public in any means, right? Like, simply no one else has ever been able to access them, those other episodes, I assume? Well, I have some more food to cook. I mean, I still have 30 rabbits, so I'll just eat these. I'll just eat these while I wait for this to cook. I think I'm also going to quickly gather some gravel. Because I'm planning to go back to the Deeplands for a bit to make myself some more... Well, not make it, but gather it. Gather charged runium. And I'm probably just going to go with that strategy again of just pillaring up to wherever I see charged runium. Of course, using gravel to pillar up there. Because I can break one block, put a torch under it, and then I just simply have to wait for all the blocks to fall on said torch. That way I'm not just going to be breaking a bunch of blocks myself. Oh, that's not gravel. Okay, this is, though. Didn't you just get done saying that only one episode can actually be seen anywhere, though? Oh, so they aired, but no one ever bothered to record them and archive them? Unusual, I must say. If they actually aired on TV once and simply never got archived, that would be unusual. Alright, that's enough gravel. And I'll probably also want to make some torches. Until Turnman McQuack said that they have a bootleg DVD with multiple episodes. Unfortunately, nobody else seemed to have those episodes archived except for one. So that sounds like it's going to be big news right there. For anyone who actually somehow remembered Space Cats was a thing. Besides, how old was the cartoon anyways? From what era was it? Like 80s, 90s? Older, newer than that? I'm gonna guess 90s, but I have no clue. so pretty much early 90s. That's still kind of far back, but yeah, even the 90s is starting to seem pretty far back at this point. Actually, no, I'll just keep that. Obviously next to the gravel, of course, that makes sense. Okay, I think then I'll just go with the deep lands like this. Except I'm not going to bother carrying the feathers in. Alright, now I'm going. Haven't heard of Chip and Pepper either. Sounds like there's a lot I haven't heard of. Pretty much every time I stream and you show up, I hear about something obscure to the point where I don't even know what it is. Well, now that I think about it, NBC doesn't sound like it's obscure at all. So I want to get up there, and I'm going to use gravel to do so. Or try to use it. I'll just knock this thing back with a slingshot. Just get rid of it with that. So yeah, ranged weapon would also be like a really good idea to bring with you when you do this method of gathering runium off the ceiling and deep cases. That way you can just pretty much pick off any sort of spider-like mob if it tries to climb up the pillar to catch you. You can just pick it off with a ranged attack. Might also be possible to pull that off in melee, but I prefer to just knock him back with ranged. Right, two-shot kill on the rock biter, okay then. So now I gotta go find, obviously, more runium somewhere. Because I'm gonna start gathering to get this again for the sake of runation training. Because I do want to get runation up so I can just get access to every type of rune ideally once again. And even then I do need at least 70 to go fight one of the bosses in this game, so even if I don't explicitly try and go for every type of rune in the game possible, I need at least 70. And by the time I'm at level 70, I'd just be 2 levels away from being able to make the highest level type of rune. Yeah, might as well still just go for life runes again anyways, because I have to get to 70 either way if I want to fight every boss. Vinny, hello there. Now I'm just back to gathering runium. And I'm just doing the pillaring up method with gravel. And I'm doing this again. Because it definitely worked pretty well for me in the past. I just don't see why it wouldn't work again, so I'm doing it again. Looked through multiple sites and still couldn't find anything else? Wow, well done, wow. Must be really obscure then. Okay, didn't really want to see lava there. So I'll just probably drop down so I can easily retrieve my gravel still. Before it's a bit too late and then, like, there's just lava flowing everywhere. So I do want to be able to still pick back up my gravel here. Alright, I'm just going to move to the next batch of runium and pick that up off the ceiling. Alright, I guess I'll pillar upwards from here. Okay, I'm right in front of it now. Okay, looks like I got all of that up there. How could I not even see that? Oh, it's still alive? Okay, that'll get rid of it. I have to shoot it like 6 times, but that'll do it. Okay, I don't know if this thing's gonna try and go up. Well, it looks like he's trying to climb up, so I'll just shoot him down. Three good shots will do it. Okay, I'll also quickly check these deep cases, because those could have runium chunks in them too, for all we know. So I guess it is just worth peeking into these while we're at it. Like I said, it was worth just checking them. Like I said, that could be in there. I completely forgot that you played the ROM hack before. Which one are you talking about, actually? I played many ROM hacks. Which one? Oh, Mario Endgame? Oh, you were pretty much making an SMBX episode roughly based off of that, right? If I recall correctly? So that's what you're talking about. Yes, I played Mario Endgame a while back, but I did play it. Yeah, I remembered it being unlocked in Lunar Magic by default. I didn't actually remember Cheat Master locking it for anything. Well, I don't think I'll be getting this runium at this rate if there's just going to be lava everywhere up here. If it looks like I might get surrounded by lava trying to get this, might not be so easy. Right now I'm going back down. Oh, okay. Alright, can I hit this guy? There we go. So let me pick up the rest of this now, ideally. And I'll take the piece of chitin that's eventually just going to be able to be saved up for armor plating, so I'm grabbing that. Yeah, I can always turn enough of that to armor plating, so I definitely want to grab it. Okay, so that's what I wanted. The runium up there I wanted. Let's just break this free. And then get back down. Okay, I'll just do that if I can't place a torch on this glass here. I'll just place it on this block, it's fine. But he has a slight idea as to where the DVD is, though, right? Oh, certainly. He's gonna find, like, what, 12 supposedly lost episodes all in one shot? Yeah, that's gonna be big news, alright. So yeah, 12 new episodes all at once of an old 90s cartoon. That's gonna be crazy news right there. Okay, I also want to go up here. I want to get to that runium while we're at it. Oh, so a bunch of the episode names aren't exactly, like, agreed upon by two different sources? Well, if barely anyone even knows about the cartoon in the first place and the episodes aren't very well known, then perhaps I could imagine why there'd be some sort of discrepancy in like some of the episode names. Okay, I'll go see what some of that dropped was. I'll definitely want to go look at some of that stuff that dropped on the floor there. Yeah, I saw some skill crystals. Might as well use those up. Yeah, I definitely did see skill crystals. And there's more runium on the floor. Gonna grab that too. And I'll go up here and pick this up too. So far I have like almost 2 stacks of runium. Well, over 2 stacks, plus these that came out of deep cases. Right now I need more space in the inventory. Well, that looks like a nice chunk of runium up there. Let's see, like, if I can easily claim it, though. One more shot will just about do it. So you think there's 13, but there might be fewer than that, or possibly more. Oh, okay, that explodes. That's fair. It's big news nonetheless, since a bootleg DVD of such an obscure show is very rare. Yeah, you'd think they'd just bootleg something more popular. Yeah, you think the bootleggers would just simply go wherever the money is. And not just accidentally hold the keys to the kingdom when it comes to obscure cartoons. Okay, I don't even think I need to pick up the tokens that badly anyways. I mean, I mainly just came out here for runium. Should be all I need from this place for the time being, is just more runium. That's gonna just push me right off. Just push me clean off. Yeah, what are the odds of that, besides pretty low odds? Where would I even start to look if you already looked in several places and found nothing, so where would I even look? I mean, if even you had trouble finding them. Okay, maybe we'll just cram some tokens in here, perhaps. Maybe even lower than that, for all we know. Yeah, we probably know even less than you about this. We'd have even less of an idea as to where to actually look. That's going to be quite a bit of runium to pluck off the ceiling, so let's go and do this. Okay, I guess I can start plucking it off right now. Okay, yeah, I went right past it. Didn't need to go that far in that direction, clearly. Alright, don't fall off. Worst case scenario, I can just simply gravitate her down. Alright, there we go. Oh, a doubler, okay then. I still just killed it in 3 hits. Didn't last for long, clearly. Alright, so I almost have 3 stacks. Plus this extra bit of runium from deep cases. So it's already quite a bit right there we have. I could leave with that and still already just get some decent runation experience if I just use up all that right away. Okay, even that I can probably turn into some decent experience. Okay, I'm probably also going to grab this up here as well while we're at it. That doesn't look like it's too out of the way, and I see like 2 veins of runium right next to each other, so let me go pluck those off the ceiling too. The way to consider if it has Space Cats recorded on it is if it's a 1991 or 1992 tape with NPC stuff on it. Best way to go through the show is to go through places that sell blank VHS tapes, but you'll need a VHS player that still works to actually start combing through all those tapes. And God knows what you're going to find on some of those. It'll be like a total gamble. I think the best place you could possibly go to find said tapes would be like flea markets, thrift shops, and whatnot. Certainly not going to find them in any other ordinary store. That's just like way outdated. That shit's basically dead. Yeah, you pretty much have to just comb flea markets and thrift shops. But, like, you'd be able to find those tapes for cheap, I can assure you. They'd be, like, very cheap, so... Even if you don't have that much money to spare, you can still probably pick up, like, quite a few tapes. And not, like, go, like, too deep into bankruptcy or whatnot. I mean, I hope no one goes into bankruptcy by buying so many VHS tapes. Okay, so I just found a doubler and a case construct, like, right next to each other. Like, I hope no one goes into bankruptcy from buying too many VHS tapes. Well, I heard that the dark web has anything and everything, if you're willing to pay for it. But I don't know about Space Cats, though. There's so many other disturbing things you can actually get off the dark web. You can get, like, human body parts. You can get, like, a hitman or murderer, whatever the correct terminology is. I don't know if it has something to do with the difference between, like, the likelihood of the actual killing succeeding. I wouldn't know because I don't want anyone killed. So, like, I'm not the guy to ask about this. I have no reason to have anyone killed, so I would not know the difference between, like what goes on in the dark web when it comes to hiring hitmen. I'm guessing they just charge based on the likeliness of the kill succeeding and you not getting caught for it. And you also not getting persecuted for hiring them. I mean, it would make sense. Okay, so I have easily over 3.5 stacks of runium. I mean, you're gonna have to look somewhere, you're never gonna find it. Like, you either try to look, and you possibly don't find it, or you simply never look at all, and then you never find it. Okay, neat, more food. That definitely seems like a good bet on what to do next. That definitely seems like a good idea. What was the music in Crescent Moon Village from Endgame? I'm trying to remember what level that was, even. I'll have to go look back and see, and then maybe I can at least try and make a guess. Because you want to use the music in your rendition of Endgame, because it would only make sense, right? Because that would make perfect sense. Didn't even try to get extra armor plating, but here we go. Got at least 2 more pieces of it, just from killing enough Deep Lands mobs that do drop chitin. I mean, I don't think this will take too much longer to process. Can I see if I can actually find that Crescent Moon Village level? I think I have to type in SNW hacker. It's not going to show up. Oh, there's some of my videos on it. Oh, 30 likes on this first part of me playing Endgame. One of the most transformed hacks out there. Saw the light of day, but Cheatmaster claimed it was poorly tested. You'll see exactly what he means. Okay, I don't think I'm going to find it in part 1, most likely. I'm guessing Crescent Moon Village was based off of that Wario Land 4 area, right? Or at least some Wario Land game had a Crescent Moon Village. Wasn't in part 1. Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. You said 4, right? Okay, 6 doesn't look like it. I'm looking for 4. Something out of Wario Land, it looks like, in the thumbnail of 4. Yeah, Cheatmaster did like his Wario Land, if I recall correctly. So I'll probably recognize the look of it, at least. If I can find what that is. The Crescent Moon Village. Looks like I'm looking at something outside of Wario Land. It looks like a freaking huge level, too. I'll still keep on looking through for a bit and see if I can find it on, like, on stream. Leads to a village. Part 3 might have it. Yeah, Wario Land 4. I thought it had a Crescent Moon Village. That's what I thought. Right, what does the level look like? First stage of Sapphire Passage is set in the haunted town type of terrain. Okay, I think I might actually... Yeah, I think I found it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just found it. I see something that looks like it was just ripped straight from Crescent Moon Village, so it's episode 3.
Okay, we can go in here and picture what can only look like Dr. Wily with his actual enemies in here, okay. Okay, there's actually stuff. Okay, that's not supposed to happen.
Okay, so I just went in the random door and then I died when I tried to come out of one of the other ones. Yeah, this is Endgame we're talking about here. Okay, I think I know what that song might be. Okay, this stuff is almost done processing. I mean, I saw it looked like Crescent Moon Village in 3. That's the music, but what is it? I'm gonna go look at my Japanese ports. It's probably in there somewhere. I'm gonna guess Romancing Saga 3 Leonid's Castle. Is this it? I guessed it right, didn't I? Well, I have the port, can send it to you after the stream, no problem. I mean, these ports were released for people to actually use, so should definitely be able to get away with sending it over to you. Alright, this is almost done processing. Then I'll do some ruination training with the charged runium once it's ready. Oh, that really shouldn't be hard. Oh, that should not be a problem. Yeah, so old school Japanese port. Definitely thought I recognized that. Alright, so I have my Utopian in here. Also, let me quickly see what kind of enchantment I can get on this. Don't want Fire Protection 3. I typically do not want that. Why am I still looking at Fire Protection 3 here? I wanted something different. Come on now, game. Try to get something different. Oh, that's better. I recognize the song. That's how I found it so quickly. I definitely thought I recognized it. I mean, I heard a lot of custom music back in my day. Apparently I seem to have a pretty good memory regarding it. Well, I think it's SNES SPC 700 player, if I recall correctly. But if I just send it to you as an MP3, then you definitely won't need that. Okay. I want to get rid of the shovels. So I can now do some ruination training, but where do I want to go to do the training, perhaps? I was gonna double check. Yeah, I have my rune shrines in here. I have rune shrines so I can do the training. So I'm level 59. I have plenty of energy and kinetic runes. I am not at all worried about running short on these anytime soon, so... Alright, where's... There it is. Barathos it is then. I'm gonna look for a power rune shrine in Barathos somewhere. Alright, Barathos it is. Shouldn't take long to do in the first place anyways. Similar case happened with the English dub of Akazuki and Cha-Cha, only that someone found VHS recordings instead of one bootleg DVD. Oh, so the guy you're talking about has a bootleg DVD, right? So yeah, I thought I recalled you bringing up the bootleg DVD. That he certainly has in this house somewhere, just has to find it. Okay, got it. Okay, dinner's actually ready, so I might consider taking like a really short break to eat something and then just get back to the stream, perhaps. And if I do, I'm definitely just gonna pause the game. I'm not just gonna leave the game running. I'm not that crazy. He just has to find it. He probably left it in the box somewhere. I have to clean it up since it might have scratches on it. If it's too badly scratched, then that's gonna be bad news. Unless you know someone who can easily just repair scratch discs. Depends on just like what kind of scratch. Like if it's just really badly scratched, then that could be a problem. Alright, so far I have not seen a Power Rune Shrine out here yet. Yeah, so far no Power Rune Shrines. Ideally, it's not going to take too much longer for me to find one. Maybe it's in really good condition for all we know. Now, that would really be a surprise. Imagine if that could be worth money if it's in a really good condition. Well, I don't know. Question is, like, how much would someone be willing to pay for, like, a Space Cats DVD with all the episodes on it? Would have to depend on, like, what someone's willing to pay. That plus, how easily would you be able to sell it as well? Because we're talking about collectibles here. Nowhere near as liquid as actual cash. I mean, you'd probably have to find a very specific person to sell that to anyways. Then it would be worth more if it was never opened. But then how would he know that it's a bootleg DVD with Space Cats episodes on it for sure if it was never opened and actually just looked at? Like, what if just something like completely unrelated? I really don't see the likeliness of a bootleg being that expensive. I mean, you never really know if we could be talking about the world's most expensive bootleg, but not likely. But yeah, that would definitely be a story to tell, the world's most expensive bootleg. Or among the most expensive. Alright, see you later, Bowsette. Yeah, question would be just how much would someone be willing to actually pay for it? Because not too long ago, I think it was a couple months back, I saw a video on the most expensive trading cards ever sold. Well, there's a Power Rune Shrine. So I saw this video on the most expensive trading cards ever sold. And some really old sports cards just went for some ridiculous prices. So, I never really was into baseball that much, but I assumed that if I was into baseball, I probably would have known who Honus Wagner was. So, some baseball cards of him were made, but they were actually being put, no, not put onto packagings, but put within packagings for cigarettes, which Honus Wagner didn't approve the idea of children possibly just buying the cigarette cards just to get the baseball cards, so he pretty much ordered the cigarette companies to stop making cards with his likeness on them to just put with cigarette packages, so as a result, those Hannes Wagner cards were pretty rare, like the ones that just came with the cigarette boxes. So those cards go for ridiculous prices in auctions. Even one of those cards in really poor condition apparently went for 600 grand. Okay, I was about to forget to put the Utopian on. So I definitely want to get as much experience as possible from this and not just waste any potential here. So yeah, one of the most renowned baseball players of all time. Had baseball cards made of them, but they pretty much came with cigarette packages. And he was not in approval of his likeness appearing on such a product, so he ordered the company to stop producing those cards. And such, they became really rare compared to pretty much cards of other baseball players that came with those cigarette packages. So yeah, legendary baseball player, very few cards of him in circulation. Apparently there's only like 40 or 50 left that are like known to exist still. At least what people are aware of, like die-hard card collectors. Apparently there's no more 50 of those in circulation these days. In fact, no one even knows if an absolutely perfect condition Hannes Wagner card exists. And just imagine what that would go for if such a card existed. I don't remember the exact figures for all of the cards for all of their conditions, but I remember the poor condition one was 600k. A good condition one, probably at least $1 million. I don't remember all the figures, but no one knows exactly what a perfect condition card would go for in that case, because no one even knows if such a card exists, as in PSA 10. Could go for multiple millions of dollars for all we know. But even then, it all really depends on who's going to buy it and how much money they're actually willing to set aside for one card. And here I was thinking Black Lotus was a ridiculous amount of money. If you thought Black Lotus was ridiculously expensive, then think again. Yeah, granted I saw this video on the most expensive cards like months ago. I really don't remember most of the details. Okay, I think I can probably stop making so many power runes at this point. I'll probably turn these to power runes and I guess I'll just leave here. Or I can maybe just get to 65 and then start making distortion runes. I'll probably do that, actually. I'll get myself to 65 and then I'll leave. So I can make distortion runes and Mysterium. Okay, once I get to 65, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna crack this into more runes. I'll probably keep these here. I'll pick those back up. And then we leave. No, not Mysterium. We leave Barathos. So yeah, Hannes Wagner. No, I want to look at the baseball card. Hannes Wagner card. World record 3.12 million T206 Hannes Wagner baseball card. The card was sold for $3.12 million. Why is the card so expensive? He didn't smoke cigarettes, didn't approve of the possibility of young children growing up to smoke cigarettes by having his card come with cigarette packages. So that's why his card became rare and valuable. How many are still in circulation? Less than 60 are still in circulation today. Yeah, if you want to see what the card looks like, go ahead and click on this Wikipedia link. Widely considered to be one of the best baseball players of all time. I mean, if I followed baseball, I probably would have heard of the name sooner. And not just figured out who he was because of expensive cards. In 1933, the card was first listed at a price value of $50, equivalent to $1,000 in 2019. Fuck, imagine if you bought that card for $50. Yeah, if you bought the Honus Wagner baseball card, you probably could have put a nice down payment on a house. Or maybe just got the entire house in one payment. Obviously, like, a card in better condition is gonna go for more. But yeah, like, a card in piss poor condition could still go for 600k, from what I've read up. Yeah, like, you look at the card's condition, you think it's so bad, and still, someone apparently paid 600k for it. A graded 1 set a new record for a low-grade card, selling for 300k in 2008. PSA 1 being, like, very poor condition. That card ain't nothing compared to the bootleg DVD, you sure? A card just has an image and a description, but a DVD is so much more. Well, you can definitely make that argument. Try and tell that to the guy who's actually going to spend, like, multiple millions of dollars on one card. If I had that kind of money, I don't think I'd just spend it there unless I really had. Unless a couple $1,000,000 was pocket change, but that's probably not going to happen for me. I mean, I didn't really stream to talk about baseball cards. Extremely rare and valuable baseball cards at that. Okay, let's get my shulker box from off the floor. I'm not going to leave that there. Okay, I'm probably going to put my speed armor back on so I can just run back home faster. And then I gotta find a place to put all my power runes. So I'm 65 in Runation now. Could just go straight to the store runes of Mysterium if I want. And there's the Baroness Arena for when I want to do that. For when I want to fight Baroness, that is. Good fighter here. I think I can just write the word Baroness and I'll remember, like, what that refers to. The value of this Honus Wagner card should increase exponentially throughout the 21st century. And oh boy, did it increase. And I always thought where Magic the Gathering was where the money was. Apparently it's in old sports cards. Specifically, sports cards that came in packs of cigarettes. Yeah, I mean, the kids might be allured by the baseball cards, but they really shouldn't be getting into the cigarettes. Hence why I can see why someone would be appalled by having their card show up in packs of cigarettes and then just ask to have it pulled. Safe bet that the guy probably could have made more money just by leaving his card in there, but he did the right thing. I mean, if he was one of the best baseball players of all time, he was probably already feeling stinking rich, even before the deal he made with that cigarette company. So I might as well at least get myself back home, and then I'm gonna go back on dinner. I'm really tempted to still just save it and eat it later. Perhaps after the stream I can just eat some of it. I did have a big lunch, so I'm not really too hyped about eating dinner tonight, but still. Could maybe have some of it at least. As once I get back to the overworld, and we're pretty much getting very close at this point. So yeah, the long part was actually just finding the Power Rune Shrine, not so much actually gaining the Runation experience. And if I recall correctly, I think there was a Distortion Rune Shrine Mysterium right next to my portal? Or was this maybe like a previous world that had that? Or do I maybe actually have to go looking for it? If I have to go looking for it, then by all means I'll look for it. Chances of finding another Space Cats bootleg, really rare. Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. Bootleggers would go for the more popular stuff. They'd go for where the money is. Like, they're not gonna just go, like, where the money isn't, right? Because the whole point of pretty much bootlegging something is you're just copying a familiar image that people know of. For example, let's just say Mario. Plenty of Mario bootlegs out there. I mean, people know Mario. They see Mario. So that already just might be a selling point, so just leave it to some company who doesn't give two shits about copyright to just copy Mario's likeness to try and sell their stuff. So I'll be right back in not too long. Alright, so I'm back, and yes, I definitely know what The Simpsons is. Unlike Space Cats. I'm wondering just how many other people are going to say the same. Probably a lot of them. back, and yes, I definitely know what The Simpsons is. Just making sure you can all hear me, and yeah, my mic's definitely good. Alright, so I still got more tokens just put away somewhere. Look at all these high chunks, that's ridiculous. And then I also have power runes to go put away, but where am I going to put them? Like, where do I put my runes? Okay, I didn't think this through. Okay, now that I don't think is going to happen. That's probably just wishful thinking at this point. I don't think I really thought this through. That's where those are going to go. Maybe back here I can just put some runes if I really need to. Also, where's this? I think I'll just put the whitewashing table over here, as a matter of fact. I'll put it here. Okay, do I want to put it there? I can't decide where I want it to go. I guess in that corner. Okay, I think I know we're going to put some more double chests for the sake of keeping runes. Oh, so that's how you show recipes, I see. So that's how you get that many to show up, now I see. No, it definitely sounds like a lot of fun. Iran has so many rare bootleg SpongeBob DVDs with Persian dubs on it. Covers of those look so random, they're just outright funny. I mean, the whole idea of what you just said sounds as random as ever anyways. So, of course. Right, so that's where the runes are gonna go. I mean, I definitely needed a place for them. And now I gotta put them all away. Okay, I'm trying to actually put them all in the chest there. That's where I want to put them all. Alright, so I need to move these over. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of power runes. I really don't think I need to get more of these. Like, that should be enough. Also, still looking at my notes real quick. Seeing if I found any other rune shrines so far. Just looking through my notes to see if I found any compass rune shrines in Saliv. Because there's been a couple staves I've been looking at that need compass runes for you to actually be able to use them. Looked at a couple of interesting staves that you need compass runes for. So show staff, though it does not do what it used to do, sadly. It can at least help with finding enemies underground. And I feel like I might need to do this on a couple of occasions. Locates enemies in a wide-ranging area. I still feel like I may want this. Because I know for, like, one of the boss fights, to actually get the boss spawner, I'm gonna have to find several rooms underground where some mobs are. I gotta go looking underground for some rooms to just get the pieces for Mega Runestone. So that's what the show staff's gonna be for. Which uses compass runes. I'm pretty sure this does too. Yes, it does. This also uses compass runes. What about the Firestorm staff? So does that. So I think I very well will just go and look for compass runes right now. I think I very well may just go and do that at this point. Seems like a good idea, so let's just do it. I'm gonna go looking for compass runes. I'll probably also put this in the hotbar, just to make Salive a bit safer and more convenient to travel through. So that'll just go in the hotbar. So I guess I'm gonna go searching Salive a bit for compass runes. See if I can find myself a compass rune shrine. And then see how many I'm willing to make right away. So I want this in the hotbar. So there's quite a bit of durability on it, so that's good. So I just don't have to I just have to not fall in the void too many times and we'll be okay. Yeah, because this just saves me from falling into the void. If I fall into the void, it just teleports me to y equals 256 or something. In other words, just getting me out of just falling into the void. Yeah, with what I have, it should be easy enough to survive out there with what I got. Surviving in Salive really shouldn't be a problem. I don't think this should be a problem trying to survive out here. I am very well equipped for the occasion, so let's just go on out here. Probably also going to grab some blocks, in case I do need to build around anywhere. In case maybe I still do have to build in a couple places, I'll grab some blocks. Alright, so let's just see how long it takes for me to get to a compass rune shrine. Let's see what my luck is going to look like here. So yeah, I'm just going to run around and see what I find. Let's just see how much luck I have. Well, I know these guys can drop torn cloth, so might as well still kill them as I'm passing through, just for some more chances of torn cloth. So that's just always nice to have. Even though I'm mainly just out here for Compass Rune Shrine. Because I definitely feel like making some. Because I've been eyeing some stabs that use Compass Runes. I mean, some of the stabs look like they could be really useful. So let's just get ourselves a decent supply of Compass Runes to last us for a while. So I have to find the Rune Shrine in this dimension to be able to do so. So I just simply have to get to looking, and with all this equipment like gravitator resonance and sorting artifact and the like, with this kind of stuff, should be a lot easier to actually just go and look for the Compass Rune Shrine. I got a lot of good gear for exploring dimensions like these. So let's just go ahead and use it. Well, we already found it. That took no time at all. And I already see a Compass Rune Shrine, so let's just go up there. And I'm looking at it already. Nice. And I'll put my Utopian armor on again. So I just get more experience for simply making the runes. So I haven't quite decided just how many of these runes I'd use up just yet. But I'm definitely going to make at least a couple stacks of runes, but I haven't quite decided how many I'd make yet. I mean, I definitely want to make quite a few stacks, but still haven't decided how many. Can I link you to the Lost Media Archive page later on? Sure, go on ahead. Yeah, go for it, definitely. Okay, so that's the box where I'm keeping all the runes. $67 runation. Okay, I'll still make some more. Actually, I think I'm just better off putting the box in front of me, like so, and then just making these. Yeah, that's a lot better, just putting the box in front of me there. Why did I not just do this sooner? It's way smarter to just do that. I think there should be enough compass runes for now. Yeah, that should be enough for the time being. 69 runation. Now one level away from 70. Oh, I want to put this in the shulker box quickly. That I want to put away there. And in case I need more compass runes in the future, I'll make note of this location here in case I need to come back for more runes in the future. In case I somehow just run myself out of compass runes. But I really don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I'm definitely going to run out of runium chunks way sooner than actual compass runes. So now with that, I gotta just simply go back home. I think I might. I'll have to double check if I do. I probably do have one. Yeah, I have all the boxes I need. Just want to be sure I didn't forget anything back there. Okay, I can see my portal now. Now I definitely see it. Alright, so that took like no time at all. And now I'm back with a bunch of compass runes. YouTube won't allow you to put links in the chat, most likely. I was about to just say that myself. I mean, that's just the way it is to prevent spam. Even though I know you're not spamming. So yeah, that should certainly last me for a while. Okay, don't really think I should be running out of compass runes anytime soon. I just really want to be sure I'd have enough. So yeah, that is the last of my charged runium right here. And even then, I think I'll just wait till I come across a bit more of it. I'll probably just wait for a bit more to come my way. So now my runation's almost 70 as well. Yeah, I probably will just wait a bit until I get more runium. I'd likely just go back to the deep lands, just do what I was doing before to mine out more of it. So yeah, now I have power and compass runes. So I think if I recall correctly, I can probably make the show staff, right? I'm probably not going to remember the recipe, am I? Okay, I remember there was a limonite rod in there somewhere, and a green druce. Something else, and some confetti balls. I don't quite remember the recipe. I'm going to try to get it, and I'm probably going to fail. Okay, I give up already. And my caps lock is still on. Oh, Baronite ingot in the middle. Oh, Baronite in the middle. No wonder I couldn't make it. Locates all enemies in a wide-ranging area. So, yep, there's my show staff. Oh, so one of my most recent live streams then. Check it for the link to the LMA page. Got it. Do you have Discord or no? Because it would certainly be easy to just contact me through Discord if you had it. I don't know if you do or not, though. I think I will just actually use the Archmage book here. If I'm really going to do that much exploring underground, it might be worth it to do that. so I'm actually going to try something in Runendor right now. I'm actually going to give the show staff a quick test run and see what happens. Don't want to have too many accounts at the same time. Understandable, but Discord's pretty useful to have. What else can I say? But that's a useful one. So what should I not be carrying? Probably don't need to carry gravel. Probably don't also need to really carry the artifact anywhere if I'm not in a void dimension. In that case, I probably don't need the artifact in the hotbar anywhere. Oh, sleeve dirt. What am I going to do with that? What am I even going to do with this? Alright, so I'm going to actually go to Runendor, do some mining, and just see what I can find underground with the help of a show staff. And I think I'll also carry some runes with me. Yeah, in case I do maybe want to try and play the Rune Templar minigame and can actually find a Rune Templar, I'll just carry some runes with me. Yeah, in case I find what I'm looking for and actually want to play the minigame. So I'll keep the runes there, I guess. And the flint's just gonna go, I don't know, right over here. No, I'll go in this corner, I guess. So now I'm just gonna take off for Runendor. Do I do it to briefly go through Mysterium? But yeah, let's just now take off for Runendor. But I can simply just go right over here if I want. And there we go. So I'm gonna go deep underground and see what I find. So yeah, I'm now mining underground in Runendor. I'm gonna try my luck and see like what I can find down here, perhaps. I don't know, it sounds really interesting now that I think about it. Honestly, sounds pretty interesting to say the least. So let me just test this thing out. Okay, so that it highlights this enemy up here. Not what I was trying to search for, though. So the staff pretty much highlights all nearby enemies, including ones I'm not actually looking for. Yeah, I just remembered this used to be like an insanely good crowd control item. Now I don't think it's so good at that anymore. I think all it does to actually hurt enemies is just set them on fire. I don't know, mainly the fact that we're talking about a bootleg DVD that might have the keys to the kingdom for Space Cats fans. Then again, if I really want to speed up the search, I can use a pickaxe. This will just make the search go faster anyways, so I'll just do that. Alright, what's up here exactly? Doesn't sound like anything I was looking for. Alright, nothing here. Yeah, I'm just giving this a quick test run, seeing how well it might work. Yeah, I know Rune Templars spawn underground in Runendor, but yeah, they're typically tough to find, so that's why I brought the show staff, hoping maybe I can actually locate one. Just by using the show staff, I'm hoping maybe I can just make it easier to spot them. But I don't see anything that can resemble a Rune Templar, because they would ideally be at my Y position, not like further up top. Like, they wouldn't be up on the surface, they'd be underground here. Like, should I actually find them, that is, they'd be down here. Oh, Sinus, hi. Or just another internet addict. Okay, I actually do want to clean up a bit of this stuff on the floor. I'll clean up a bit of it, whatever. Just to reduce, like, potential lag in the future from having this many entities on the ground. But I won't. Call you a-hole. But I will not. Alright, show staff. That's the paladin I saw earlier. Not what I'm looking for. I'm still aware of the Rune Templars that are buried underground in this dimension. And I brought a show staff that highlights nearby enemies like so. Hoping it actually makes them easier to spot, but still haven't found any yet. Even with this pick max and all, I still haven't spotted any yet. Okay, I think I set this guy on fire. That's about it. Let's get some durability back on the pick max with my Bosman enchanting. Yeah, I should have gotten a bit of it back, by the way. Now I'll just put the show staff back on the offhand. Oh, still nothing in sight that can really help me. So not this one, but another one? I'm guessing you'll have to pick a different name for, like, your actual channel where you're gonna do this. Well, that does sound like a good idea. To constantly be on the watch. Yeah, I'm still just dumping stuff I don't need. And then I'll just get back to more mining and see how it goes. That's nothing I'm looking for, sadly. Yeah, what really is going to be the best way to go find these Rune Templars anyways? Yeah, I'm definitely going to try the show staff and see if I have any luck with it, but still apparently things aren't going my way. so I can see for myself easier. Sounds like a good idea. Alright, let's just get some more durability back on this pickaxe. I'll use some more bottles of enchanting. Then just dispose of more unwanted stuff. It was one of my more recent ones, so I will remember that. It's just stuff I'm finding above ground at this point. I'm finding nothing underground here. I know there's supposed to be rune templars, but they must be really rare. Oh, so that's your alt Marinus. Let me see. What am I looking for now? Looking for rune templar rooms. I'll just look this up on the wiki and just pretty much link you to the wiki page for runic rooms. So in other words, I have to find a room underground to actually play this minigame. And I think I still have to find 4 different colored rune templars to actually be able to make the mega runestone to fight the boss in this dimension. So yeah, it's going to be a really painstaking long search most likely just to have a shot at Clunkhead. I'm willing to bet the search for all the rooms is going to take longer than anything else entailing this boss fight. Yeah, the long part's probably going to be getting myself a mega runestone somehow. Not so much the fight itself, most likely. The fight itself might be like really straightforward and simple for all we know. And this might be like the hard part, just trying to find these rooms underground. And this is easily going to be the worst of it for all we know. Okay, I just noticed now my pickaxe is running low. I better do something about it before it just breaks apart on me. I better not let it run low. Well, I better not let it break apart, so yeah. Never even tried this before, because I simply could never find these rooms. For pretty obvious reasons, too. Well, it depends on how many runic lifeforms spawn in. Could get out of hand quickly, for all we know. I still have to get past the first step of actually finding a runic room. If we can't do that, then we can't even attempt the minigame in the first place. I really hope this show staff actually does detect rune templars. I hope it actually does catch them, because if it doesn't, then oh boy, that might be a problem. Well, at least this is a really good forging experience. So that's almost at 70. Yeah, even if I can't actually find myself a runic room right away, I'm probably at this rate gonna have at least 70 forging. Or at least be pretty close to it. Not very long, actually. Actually, not too long, surprisingly. But I could go for way longer than this. And I have to find not one, but 4 different types of rooms. And unique ones at that. That is, if I recall correctly. Well, there's another forging level. Okay, then. Oh, nice. So I'm just looking at my notes again. Where my Runendor portal is. Trying to double check to see where that is. Portal tower. Okay, so it would be like minus 109, minus 281. If I want to just get back home. That's where it would be. That's where I'd then go if I want to leave. Well, I broke into something. How do I get in? Well, that's something I was looking for. Still gotta find the entrance, though. So I see some darker than normal bricks that I can't break, so that's a good sign. But now I gotta find the way in here. This would have taken even longer to uncover otherwise. So now I'm trying to find the way in. Alright, we'll remember. Looks like I'm going in through the top. Maybe. I found one. Found one Rune Templar. Found the red one. Found one red one. That's it. That's all I found so far. I think I still have to find like 3 other types of rooms, and they have to be like different types from like the one that has a red Templar in it. And I think I use a fire rune on this one to start the minigame if I want to start it now. If I feel like I'm actually up to it. Best thing I can probably do is keep this in the offhand. Maybe still put on a... Oh, what's dark in here? Oh, yeah, that's dark. Unless I throw some torches up on some walls. Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty dark otherwise. I think I'm going to keep Rosedons in the hotbar in case... Yeah, I'm going to keep these in the hotbar in case things really go bad. Because if they do, then I just need to eat these, and if I can eat those, then I just teleport right to the surface, and then I get away from, like, the worst of it. Like, if things really go bad. Also, gonna have the Caillou staff in the offhand. That would be wise to keep this in the offhand. Probably also gonna have a Great Blade. Golden apples. I hope I'm well equipped to just do this. I hope I'm well equipped enough. So I think I think I gotta use a fire rune on him, most likely. I'll just take the other runes out, but I think it's probably gonna be a fire rune I gotta use to start the minigame. Then I gotta find, like, more of these rooms. And even then, I don't know how badly this is gonna go. Or am I using the wrong rune on him? Okay, I thought for sure, like, because of the fact he had a red face, I thought for sure that meant I'd use the fire rune to start the game. Not quite sure how to start this, actually. Well, we do have a room in front of us, so at least that's a good sign. But I'm not quite sure how to start this even. I'll probably have to go read this again. Corresponding rune. Red equals fire rune, which I have a fire rune. By using a runic energy, which I don't have, so that's why I can't activate it. Okay, I need to get runic energy and then I can play the game. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Then I can play. Alright, so let's just quickly get some. So I'm going to write down the coordinates so I can just very easily get back here once I have a runic energy. So yeah, let's give this a try. Once I get a runic energy, that is, let's give this a try. So yeah, the show staff didn't even highlight the Rune Templar at all. It doesn't actually let me locate them. So show staff's going to do nothing. Just when I'm searching on the ground here for Rune Templars, it's going to be completely worthless in this case. Yeah, show staff's going to be worthless in this case. 16 tokens in one drop. Well then, that's a lot. So maybe I should have the Gravitator on the hotbar, just for getting around Runendor easier. I completely forgot about the runic energy part. So we'll just gather some off the random enemies here that I find. So we'll just kill a couple enemies here until a runic energy does drop. Discovery just happened a couple of hours ago. Oh, did it? It was really just a couple hours ago? Well, there's a runic energy if I want to start the game now. Well, I could just go start it now if I wanted. 8 of them already. That's a lot. Just from killing 2 runicorns there, I got 8 of these. I needed like 1 and I got like 8. Alright, let's stop dicking around and just get back underground. Then I should probably still just go by the surface till I'm even closer to the runic room. Yeah, I should just still go by the surface till I'm even closer. So yeah, now I need to just go north to about negative 250 again. Despite the fact it puts me near water. So yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Then I just probably go down like so. Alright, so that's the room again. Probably the same one we were just in front of earlier. Yeah, this already looks familiar. There's the room I broke into earlier. So now I can play the game if I wish to do so. Also, let me just quickly clear out these things I don't need. Just free up more inventory space. Just because that would be nice to have. Probably also going to want to have the Caillou staff in the offhand so I can just very easily use it when I need to. Going to make sure everything else looks about right. There's my escape if it really goes bad. I should be ready to play. Should be able to play now, so Caillou staff, and wish me luck. It's going to spawn in life forms that heal it. So the game's starting now. So I'm going to be quick to kill these life forms, so they don't just swarm me. Runic life forms will heal it. So I just have to deal with these guys for long enough, and apparently they inflict weakness on hits, so I have to try and not get hit too much. Yeah, they give you weakness when they hit you, so I gotta not let them hit me too much, clearly. Otherwise, that could get bad real quick. Runic life forms will heal it, so I have to be fast and careful. Lest I want to just suffer here too much, I gotta be really quick and careful. Yeah, I didn't know they were gonna give me weakness, possibly. Alright, we're about, like, halfway there at this point. Oh, there's another one. There's a third one. Yeah, I gotta be much quicker, so I don't get overwhelmed by them. Yeah, I gotta be fast. So I have to kill these until this thing just runs out of energy. And then I have like a quarter of the boss spawner for Clunkhead. If I can pull this off. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on whacking away at these things till the game's over. So yeah, good thing I brought the Caillou Staff in here, just to be on the extra safe side. Weakness 3, wow, that really just cuts down my DPS. Weakness 3. Yeah, that's really gonna cut my DPS down for sure. Weakness 3. So yeah, I really should just make sure I don't get hit. Otherwise it'll just be harder to keep up with these guys if I take too many hits. Yeah, if I just keep a safe distance, I should be good. Okay, it's almost done. And he just pooped out a red fragment. I'm gonna try and use another type of rune on him, but it's probably not gonna work right. If I use a water rune on him, I'm guessing it's not gonna do anything right. I'm guessing I have to find one of these guys with a blue face. Yeah, probably have to find a Rune Templar with a blue face to get blue rune fragments. So, I got the red Mega Rune Fragment. But we still have quite the ways to go. I have to find a bunch more runic rooms still. And God knows how long that's going to take. I don't think I'll be working on it tonight, most likely. I highly doubt I'll have time for it tonight at this rate. There's still going to be that C3 Let's Play spree I want to continue working on. Okay, how'd that exactly work? There we go. So all that for just a single rune fragment. I still have to go just searching the Runendor Underground and just figured out the show staff's not going to do anything for me. So yeah, just drilling through there with a pickaxe really is my best bet. It's about all I can do is just go through there with the pickaxe and hope for the best. By the way, have a good night. So yeah, my home is just over there, through that portal. So I got a quarter of the boss spawner for the Runendor boss. This is gonna be a long one, isn't it? This is gonna be like a long ride, isn't it? Only have a quarter of the boss spawner. Yeah, this is gonna suck. But I want to do it. I want to get it done eventually, but not really looking forward to it. So I guess just for the sake of being prepared for future Rune Templar minigames, I'm gonna get this repaired to full durability. What do you mean first time jitters? What's going on? Yeah, it probably is the first time I ever actually successfully did that minigame, now that I think about it. Probably never did do it before. Even then, it wasn't that hard to just keep up with the runic life forms because I had a very good sword. Never fought the boss before because, yeah, I gotta find 4 different types of runic rooms underground. And I found one. And that already did take quite a bit of time to uncover, and I just found one. So, do you really want me to go again and try and find another one right now? Or, like, do you think I'll be able to find another? What's gonna be in these rune boxes? Let me just quickly crack these open and see what I find. A ton of them. A ton of random runes. It's gonna be a completely random selection, of course. Yeah, good point. If I have that much time to dedicate. Good point. Yeah, if I spent more time now, then I just have to pretty much wait till some other time to do the C3 Let's Play spree, so I think I'm probably just gonna have to cut it short here. With, like, one type of runic Templar found. Probably just gonna be cutting it short with one guy found. Because otherwise I'd have, like, no time to do the C3 Let's Play spree. Or at least more of it tonight. Yeah, it's a quarter of the thing done to get Clunkhead to spawn. That's a quarter of what I need to get done right there. But at least I'm now familiar with the Rune Templar minigame. I know how to play it. Pretty straightforward and simple. Just don't get hit too much because those guys inflict weakness on you, and that really drops your DPS. Specifically weakness 3. That's really going to drop your DPS by a lot. So yeah, just don't get hit too much. And yeah, this has faster DPS than, like, generally the best Great Blade. But yeah, I had to get closer to the runic lifeforms and just, of course, more likely than not get hit than if you're using the Great Blade. So I guess you just have to get good at hitting stuff with a sword and not getting hit back. And then it should be real easy. And we also got 10 runation levels this stream, so overall it went pretty well. I also figured out the show staff's going to be useless in searching for more Rune Templars. So I made that, used Archmage 2 on it, and I'm probably not going to use it much. Alright, show staff. Let me actually just... What does it do exactly these days? What's his new effect exactly? I know it makes mobs around you glow and sets them on fire. What else does it do? Inflicted with glowing, set on fire, and have a firework rocket launched from where they're standing. Then I could just use it in front of a group of enemies and see exactly what it does. Let me actually just test it in front of something I can see. Oh, okay, it doesn't work on enemy. It doesn't work on cows. Only works on enemies. Does it actually freeze them in place or no? Oh, I just set the skeleton on fire and killed them. Does it freeze stuff in place? Oh, I want to see if it does. Then again, I can just go to some other dimension and test it there. Yeah, I can light them on fire, so I guess there's that. That's interesting. Well, it can get a bit of damage in simply by lighting the enemies on fire, so I guess there's that. But does it actually freeze them in place or no? Okay, they don't freeze in place. Just makes them glow, lights them on fire. Yeah, it doesn't stun them. Also doesn't do a whole lot of damage either. I guess it's gonna have some niche uses, perhaps. There's definitely still just gonna be better staves out there, so I think I might have just wasted my Archmage book on that show staff, now that I think about it.